Good morning, good evening, good afternoons, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk today about something very important. Well, at least I think it's important. And it's very easy. Let's talk today about how to become a better DPS. Because yeah, I'm not a tank and I'm not healer, so I can't give you advice on tanks and heals. But I'm pretty not bad DPS. Because in your adventure, you will hit this thing where you just want to do more damage. Like you DPSer, okay? You a damn DPS. Okay, maybe not all class can do DPS, but with some tricks, it's much more easier. So first, my English is trash, but we have. You need to understand your rotation and how your class exactly works. And yeah, for some classes it can be a little bit tricky because some classes just have some mechanics and stuff, Other classes like wizards, you just need to know which encounters to use. But plus minus all classes have specific rotation or close to specific rotation. And it's just the powers which make sense to use. Like on Hunter, of course, aim a shot for single target. All good encounters for a single target, like Hydering Strike, Steel Breeze, and Gushing Bound. Of course, if power is good for single targets, doesn't mean it's good for AoE, of course. It's different talk. So, if you're a new player, or if you maybe endgamer, yeah, you need to understand that. And easiest way to understand, you can just write in YouTube. YouTube is most of the time helpful. You can ask an alliance for help. Like, help me, boys. Help me to do better in this game. Or just go to RTQ or whatever, just inspect people who have high item level, who's doing shit ton of damage. And when I'm saying shit ton of damage, I mean 75 million in RTQ and DPS number 2 making like 30 or 40. That can do a job. And just simple asking by people what powers he's using or what is the rotation. It can really help for your personal damage. I mean, of course. Some people can say, oh, but damage doesn't matter, HDPS. No, HDPS it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't care, okay? For some people it doesn't matter. For me it matter. I'm fine with that. Oh shit, it's recording. So that's one thing. To understand your class. Second thing is, of course, your items. Because just because you have high item level items, it doesn't mean it's really help you. Because good items which you providing procs and stats like critical strike or crit severity, combat advantage, accuracy, and etc. Yeah, they will help you much more even if a lower item level. Because big item level, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But most important to cap your stats in combat, or at least to be close to the cap, so you will do most of the damage as you can. And it's same thing. You literally can just inspect people and just check what they're using. If that people doing very nice amount of damage and you just playing same class, because yeah, some classes using different armors, but most of them is pretty same. So yeah, of course, it takes time to acquire them, but that's the game, that's MMORPG, so you kind of need to spend time to get your items and shit. Or you can spend some money, it's up to you. Next thing, what is one of the most important, is just combat enchantment. Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of enchantment you're using. If you want a power, you just go for Garnet. If you want a combat advantage, you're going with Amethyst in offense slot. It doesn't matter. But one thing what is really matter is like Mystical Flash. You kind of want to take best one for DPS at least. I mean, we'll be speaking about general for DPS. Because it's just providing a lot of stats. 7.5%, how much? I think it's 7.5% accuracy. And yeah, 7.5 crit strike. Why the hell not? 3 stats everyone likes. Another thing is single target companion and AoE companion. Yes, companions, it's situational, but you can use some buffer, like for combat advantage, maybe more damage for party and stuff. But I like just go personal. I'm selfish as fuck, okay? I'm DPS, sorry. When you go DPS, or not bad DPS, I say I'm good DPS. So, one of the best and cheapest single target companion is Green Skill Bowman. He's cheap in Auction House. He's doing damage. Orbited, same. However, for AoE, that's become a little bit tricky. because yeah, Regis is still one of the best AoE companion. Of course, like Minotaur can just group up mobs for you, which is kind of cool, but he's not doing that amount of damage. So I have him, but I don't like him particularly. But I like when other people running him, so I can just put a lot of my AoE powers into one place with all mobs gathering. And yeah, Regis is a little bit more expensive, so I'm not sure, or even we have something alternative what is doing kind of close damage as Regis, and of course we need to upgrade him a little bit to do better stuff and shit. And with companions, at least in AoE, not in single target, it is one trick who can resummon your companion, which is really helpful for a little bit more damage, especially in AoE. Like example, I can just resummon Regis always when I'm out of combat. Just you need to unpress this one. So I will give you, in description you will see a command, like if I'm pressing V, you can see I'm just resummoning my companion automatically. And I need to be out of combat. And it's mean if I'm going to combat, like example, just killing mobs, bang, bang, my Regis doing special attack. Boom, Regis did special attack. So I'm out of combat now. Come on, get out. I'm just resummon my Regis. I'm going to another pack of mobs. Regis incoming. And Regis doing again big special attack. Very fast. It's just farming damage, basically. That's how it is. So yeah, I will leave this code, whatever, I'm not remember how it's exactly called, in the description for resummoning companions. Or when you're just running dungeon and you kill your own pack, you can just press companions and update automatically and then click like 2 times 1, 2, and you're resummoning your companion. And so it's a little bit longer way, but it will do the job. So yeah, damage farming. And of course, our mounts for single target and AoE battles. So for AoE, Vortex is still one of the best. A free mount which we can get is Lunar Fireball. Yeah, he's pretty fine. He's a little bit annoying to use because he have some delay, but he have some pretty nice AoE magnitude. 750 AoE and 2000 single target, which is kind of nice. But I can just recommend him using just for AoE. For single target, we have Bixby Hand, which is still kind of expensive, and Giant Toad, legendary, of course, legendary. And of course, Vecna, but we don't have Vecna now. So that's most of what people using for single target is just Giant Legendary Toad or Bixby Hand, which is a lot of damage. And of course, your beloved insignias. Yeah, that's a little bit work. And colors, of course, but colors is not that important. Just don't look at colors. So at least one thing what you need to understand, like bowman, like if you hunter, if you want to do really nice damage, now you need at least one tactical precision. I think at least one tactical precision is must have for all DPS classes. Even if you can't use your daily every 15 seconds, it means you will basically have 2 encounter rotation on artifact call. So like artifact, you like hitting mobs, hitting mobs. Artifact, mount power, encounters, daily encounters, which is, it's huge. It will boost your damage on artifact call by a lot, at least one tactical inspiration. Some Warlord motivation or Warlord inspiration, I think it's another power call it for a little bit more companion damage. Why the hell not? Like 18% companion damage. Perfect. Of course, you need a free slot mounted, which can be a little bit expensive. And Executioner Covenant, it's good. Like if when I was, how to say, mid-gamer, I was going with at least 2 or even 3 Executioner Covenant just to increase my ratings. Just why the hell not? And of course, exist one of the things which I really like to call is just damage farming. Yeah, just going and farming damage, which is mean if you're going in dungeon and you're running with group, you just on front trying to go as fast as possible to enemy mobs. Yeah, probably you will die, maybe not, we will see. And just hit them with all what you have. It will increase your damage by a little bit at least, because, like example, if you throw all your encounters on 6 enemies and you almost killed them, so reducing them to half HP, like 50% HP, it's mean you did like 50% damage, and the rest of 2 DPS, let's say they do for 25% enemy HP. So you're doing a little bit more damage in that way. But it's do I want to recommend this? You kind of need to know how to survive alone. It's not that easy. Another damage farming, like in Advanced Moon Dancer, when you see somebody using daily like Wizard, but you're supposed to be on single target, but you have AoE encounters, and you see like 7 or 10 mobs just get pulled into this daily on Wizard. So I'm just going and putting all my like AoE power just to farming damage, because I will do more damage by hitting 10 enemies with my AoE than only one enemy. Which is kind of makes sense, but I'm not always like party player or group player. It's just damage farming is damage farming, right? And of course, I think that's one of the last thing is how to say, understand dungeons, where to change to single target, where to change your for AoE to farm or do a little bit more damage. Like example, even if you're going to Cradle, you can change your encounters, at least in first phase when you're in elevator. You can change your encounter, mount powers, and daily, it doesn't matter. So you can change companion, mount power, and encounters. So first phase, like in Cradle of a Dev God, like RTQ, whatever, it will be AoE. 2 first phase with AoE, so you wanna go for AoE. Second, 2 when you need to bring skull and kill skull just on face. Finish phase. Yeah, shit. Okay. So that's a little bit more single target with some mobs. After that, you will get again AoE, and after that, you get single target. So it's automatically kind of, if you want to do a little bit more damage, you need to change like in time. Like you're going inside Cradle, you're taking AoE powers, because and you're doing 2 phases with AoE because it's a lot of mobs, so you can like use a little bit more AoE, benefit from that, and yeah. But not everywhere you can do it in unless it's dungeon. So yeah, of course, if you're going like example, not advanced moon dance, say ADVP, like example, let's take like that. So you're going starting with more AoE, going on first boss, again AoE because it's just mobs, and yeah, you need to have at least one companion for all scenarios, which is it can be a little bit expensive and a little bit annoying, but that's the game. So yeah, that's baby advices for farming damage, for doing a little bit more damage. Maybe it will help, maybe it will not help, because some people are very sensitive when you asking for high DPS in chat. Oh, if somebody asks for high DPS and look for good chat, it means he want to be carry. No, it's only mean he don't want to spend 3 hours in damn dungeon, or maybe he don't want to be carry. Like that's how easy it is. It's one or another one. It's nothing to be angry about. If I'm going to MTOS, most of the time I really don't want to carry like another DPS unless we have like 2 good DPS. If we have like new player in MTOS or MDVP, that's fine. Just tell me you are new, so maybe you don't know mechanics. We get you in Discord, and it's easy, okay? So yeah, that's baby advice on how to become a better DPS player. Baby's out. Bye bye.